now? Is it, you want to buy a new car? You want to buy, a new house? You want to give to a certain charity or church? What is it? Write that down. Write down today. Why does this trading business exist? And keep it wherever you trade. Okay. And then next, write down a vision. And, okay, here's what I mean. It's a book I'm reading right now. It's called The Principles and Power of Vision. It's by Miles Monroe. I would encourage you to get it. It's a really good book. There's two books that he had. One that I thought was just amazing. And I know we're on a trading webinar, but I'm going to show you how this ties into trading. One is called The Principles and Power of Vision, and another one is entitled The Burden of Freedom. Okay. I would submit to you that you are trading not just because you like trading, but you're trading because you are either trying to get to something or get away from something. So it's not necessarily trading that's great. It is the result that you believe trading will bring you. I would submit that ultimately you believe that trading can bring you freedom. See, it's not money that we're after. We're after freedom. And what I mean by freedom, I'm not talking about like free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you want to be free to pursue what's in your heart. Now, whatever it is, I don't know. You want to be free to live life on your own terms. That's what makes trading so frustrating for us, because we know deep down inside, we know trading can give us what we're looking for, but we don't know how to get it out of us. And that's the frustrating thing. And we want it right now. We want to get out that job right now. Okay. I mean, we want to get to what's in our heart right now. Whatever it is. If it's just spending more time with the family, if it's doing stuff for your grandchildren, if I don't know what it is, but that trading can be the engine for it. And that's what makes it so difficult. I would encourage you, this is why you want to write it down. Because if you keep it in front of you, whatever you keep in front of you, whatever your thoughts are on, that's what you're going to manifest. Okay. Now, most people, that's where they get into the whole law of attraction and the secret thing. Hey, there is some truth to that. I don't get all into like half the stuff they say, but there is some truth to it. The truth, without all the marketing pitch, the truth of the matter is that whatever your thoughts are fixed on, that's what you're going to bring about. Okay. If your thoughts are fixed on trying not to lose money in the market, you're going to lose money. Okay. That's why I said you got to write down, why does your trading business exist? Write down, you have to get a vision. Okay. Before you can start making money from the market, you have to see yourself consistently making money from the market. And you want to, here, let me say this. The titles of the book is The Burden of Freedom, The Burden of Freedom, and The Principles and Power of Vision. Okay, Miles Monroe, really good author. And okay, think about this for a minute. You think you get in the market, and you think so much of, oh man, I don't want to lose, and you turn around and lose. Because your mind is on trying not to lose, that you're not relaxed. Instead of just knowing that, hey, losing trades happen. If you want to think in that thing, don't think about not losing. Just think about not having a losing day or a losing week. And then you start to peel it back. Piece it together. Okay, what is my goal? If my account is at $3,000. Okay, what is my first target? See, this is why we got to be single-minded. What's my first target? My first target is 3,500. Okay, now, good stuff. Now I have a visual target. If I just get in and say I want to make some money, well, what's good? What's good enough to make the money? I mean, okay, if you just made $5, you just made some money, right? I mean, think about it. Having targets is so important. That's like me saying to you, something he says in the book, it's like me saying to you, hey, let's meet. And you say, okay, all right, fine. When do you want to meet? Anytime. Okay, where do you want to meet? Anywhere. Okay, what's the likelihood of us having a successful meeting? It ain't gonna happen. Right? I know I said it ain't gonna happen. And it's the same thing when we approach our trading. Hey, we don't have a target. It's not going to happen. So you get your account. Hey, what is it going to take? Okay, if I'm at $3,000, what is it going to take to get to 3,500? And then you be specific about it. Okay, I'm going to risk 3% per trade. Okay, and I'm going to trade at this specific time, and it's going to take so many pips to get to 3,500. And then you keep a record of that. Okay, in order for me to get to, I don't know, 3,500, it's going to take maybe 125 pips or something like that. Okay, fine. Now I have a goal every day. Now what am I going to do? Am I going to trade 4 days out of the week? I'm going to trade 5 days out of the week. I'm going to trade 4 days out of the week, and I'm going to take Friday off, just to rest my mind. Okay, so now if I have a goal of trying to get to 3,500 by the end of the week, if that's what I'm trying to do, now I'm relaxed. I know what I'm aiming for. I know what I'm looking at. And now what I do is I say, okay, if I need 125 pips, at only risking 2 to 3% of my account, then the next thing I need to do is I need to break that down into a daily target. Okay, if I'm going to trade 4 days out of the week, then I divide 4 into 125, which roughly comes out to about 31, 32 pips. Now I know when I get into the market, I don't need to try and make 2,000 pips in a day. I only need 32 from the market. Even and the market is moving. The market can give me 32 pips. I get my 32 pips, I'm good. If I get more, that's even better. And then I'm done. And so now you get to 3,500. Now what's my next target? My next target is maybe 4,200. Okay, so that now I need another $700. What is it going to take to do that? And you write it down. Then you keep it in front of you. And you keep it in front of you. You keep it in front of you. You keep thinking about it. What is it going to take to do it? What is it going to take to do it? And the way that our minds work, our minds will give us the solution to answers. If we give our minds a problem, it will find the solution, whether it's good or bad. Okay. I'm gonna share an example. All right. If I'm gonna talk about me, how about that? I won't talk about you. I'll talk about me. If at all, there were times when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and I was doing things I should not be doing. I could have been on the west side of Chicago. And if there was a young lady who called me and told me that her parents were gone for the weekend and that I could come over, and she lived on the south side of Chicago, and she says, all I need to do is get over there. Now, mind you, I don't have a car. I don't have bus fare. But you know what? I found a way to get over there. Now, how did I do that? I did it because I put my mind to work. My mind started saying, hey, how can I make this happen? And my mind came up with the solution. And I was persistent about it. I called friends. Hey, can you give me a ride? Can you give me a ride? First person to me, it didn't matter. It was because I wanted something. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, it's not the system. Whether you're using FXDB, whether you're doing your own thing using the FXDB tools, it's not the system. What it really is developing the right trading habits. What I would suggest you to do today, what I encourage you to do today, is to, take these steps and first of all, make a list of the mistakes you're making. Okay, that's key. First thing, make a list of the mistakes you're making. Okay, then you keep that in front of you. You keep that on your desk. You keep that next to you when you trade. Okay, the next thing is write down what is it that you're going to trade, that you're going to change. Okay. I'm not going to trade all kind of hours of the day. I'm not going to, put $50,000 on, this one trade and wipe my account out. Write down what it is that you're going to do every day, and then have a regimen. What do I mean by that? Before you get into the market, have a regimen that you follow every day that prepares you to trade. Like I told you guys, sometimes I take communion, just to have this communion with my beliefs. That's me though. Then from there, I have some software that I just I play just to get my mind ready. That's kind of some affirmations, and then from there, while I'm trading, I play classical music.